Hey guys, Jessica here from My Style Vita, and today I'm going to be sharing with you this super easy everyday makeup tutorial. It's so simple, it's so fast, and they're just my tried and true favorite products that I use all the damn time. So let's get started. So I'm starting with a clean face. I have cleansed, I have toned, I've used my serum, and I've got my Cosmetics Peptide Rich Defense SPF 50 on my face, so totally fresh and clean. I have super oily skin, as in insanely oily, and I have to have a primer. If it's not glued down, it ain't gonna stay. So I even prime my eyelashes, I prime my lids, everything. So for primer today, I'm gonna start with this Fenty Beauty primer. So far I'm loving it. I'm doing a big test of some primers that a lot of you have recommended. And so far so good. So just one little pump. For my under eye concealer, I'm gonna use my NARS. This is like I feel like it's one of the most popular things out there. It's the Radiant Creamy Concealer. I am in Custard. I also sometimes use the Tarte Shape Tape. It really just depends on if I'm doing a heavier foundation. When I'm doing like a glam face, I definitely use this, but for today, I think I'm just gonna stick with this NARS. And sometimes if I'm a little red here, I'll do a little of that. I tend to get a zip right there, but right now I'm good. And I've got, this is a Brush and Flower Cosmetics. And you can see I've got, my eyelids are a little dark, so I'll sometimes put my concealer up here too, or just use the MAC Paint Pot primer on there. Just depends if I'm gonna put eyeshadow on or not. I think today I'm gonna skip the eyeshadow and just stick to a little cat eye. Then I go in with foundation. I sometimes use different brushes, just depends. So I'm either using this IT Cosmetics one, and then I use this has been in my makeup bag for years, or I'll use a beauty blender. I think I'm gonna go with this one today. So I'm gonna use the NARS Velvet Matte Skin Tint. It's basically a tinted moisturizer with maybe a little more coverage. I really like this for just every day because it's not crazy heavy. Just feel like it evens me out and gets me ready for my contour. I recently got this Charlotte Tilbury palette. I guess you would kind of call it a palette. It's just their face, skull, and highlight. I do the fair to medium. I feel like it's just a good, like not too crazy bronzer. So it's good for just every day, which is what we're doing today. Where's my brush? How did I lose my brush? I didn't. And really, I'm just gonna go here. I also go up here, and we'll bring it down. And depending on how I'm feeling, I'll sometimes come in with this angled, I don't know who makes this. This doesn't have anything on it anymore. I think it's Urban Decay. But this is a good contour brush too, so sometimes I'll use this one as well, but I'll sometimes just use the very edge of it and tap it and do a little nose contour. Fun fact, I'm a little self-conscious about how big my nose is, how wide it is. I don't know. Everybody has their thing. A little on the chin. I feel like this doesn't do a great job for like true contour, so sometimes I'll use my Bare Minerals bronzer, but for right now, it's like whatever, who cares? And then I will use the highlight on this. I actually really love the highlighter on here. Bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, a little here, a little there. I will just do a little bit of blush. This is Urban Decay's Fetish. I actually really love this color. And I've got the Flower another flower brush. These don't have like numbers or names, so I have no idea. But it's just like a small, fluffy brush. I like the size of it. Just do a little on my cheeks. I prefer more of a bronzy look, so I don't usually go too heavy with a blush. Next, I am going to set it. So because I am oily, I will have to glue it down and then I have to set it on. Anything that I can do to get the shit to stay. So for my under eyes, I'm gonna use this Hourglass setting powder, and I use a little mini fluffy brush and just do it under my eyes. I won't usually bake my under eyes unless I'm doing full face makeup. And then to set everything, I use the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I feel like this is just a cult favorite. Everybody has it, everybody loves it. It does a good job. It's just something you should have. And this is like the small one. This thing has lasted me for forever. So if you're not sure, start with the small one. And always use a separate brush for your setting powders. Obviously you wouldn't want to use your bronzing brush to set all over your face. So this NARS brush is my setting powder brush. Blush brush, whatever. Now for my eyes, I don't usually do a ton. There's a couple things that I always do. I feel like I finally learned how to do my eyebrows a few years ago. I just never thought to do them because I have dark eyebrows. I was like, oh, that's just for people with light eyebrows. But when someone actually does your eyebrows and you can see the difference, it's crazy. So I like this IT Cosmetics Brow Power. I've been using this for, I don't know, 5 years now, and it's probably the same one. It just kind of lasts forever. And all I do, you can see I have like a little bit of sparseness right in the front, and I want to bring them in just a tad. And that's really all I do for my brows. Just little kind of flicking motions, and I just follow my natural brow shape. I'm lucky to have a decent brow shape. So I just kind of follow it and just bring it out just a touch. But it makes a big difference, and it's such a little thing, which is so crazy. This one's more sparse, but on this side. I'm gonna get close to do my liquid eyeliner. I use the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner. I have tried many liquid eyeliners, and I think this one is the absolute best. It stays put all day long. It doesn't fall off my oily skin, which I think says a lot about the product. And all I really do, and I'm gonna probably fuck this up because I'm doing it on camera and that's just how it's gonna go. But for the most part, I'm gonna get close here. You wanna follow to your eyebrow, to your bottom lash line. And you can even just gently do that, and then you'll just fill that in. That's it. That's it. And I always screw this side up. That's it. Not bad. And if you can't get a straight line, what I actually really like to do, which is a really easy trick, is I use this little brush, or you can use an angled brush. I just take this and dip it into a little bit of eye makeup remover, and then dry it off a bit so it's not soaking wet, and just clean it up. And it honestly is the quickest way to get a sharp line. So now that I've got my liner done, I will curl my lashes. I do not have curly lashes, how I wish I did and how I wish I was into lash extensions, but it's not my thing. So I always curl, or try to remember to curl. But it just makes a difference for me. And then again, because I have to have everything glued down to my face, I will use a primer. This is just L'Oreal drugstore primer. Ever since I knew that you can use a primer for your lashes, I've been using it every time. I will never put mascara on without it. And I only do it on my top lashes. And then for mascara, I'm actually going back and forth now. I have always used the L'Oreal Voluminous Original in like carbon black, although this one isn't carbon black. But I just tried this telescopic one that my friend Haley suggested. I actually really love it. I can't decide which one I want to use. I don't like using two. I feel like that doesn't do anything. So I'm just gonna use one. We're gonna go classic. I always get it on my lid every time. I will say though, I do use a mascara on my bottom lashes. I was getting my makeup done by a professional makeup artist and she asked me, does it ever transfer your mascara from your lids? I was like, yeah, it gets all over my face. She's like, okay, you need to start using this. It's the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash, and it's specifically, actually, I don't know if it's specifically for your lower lashes, but I specifically only use it on my lower lashes. I just really like the brush on it. And I feel like once it's dry, it never transfers to my skin. Which, again, anything to help my makeup from moving around. And I don't always do the bottom lashes, but today we're going to. And then for an everyday lip, I have been really liking the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk set. I got the 3-piece set. I'm not a big lip gloss person, but I will say I actually like the Charlotte Tilbury lip gloss, which says a lot. I really fucking hate lip gloss. So, but I'm not gonna use the lip gloss today because I'm just sitting at home. So I'm gonna use the lip liner and the lipstick. They now have different levels of Pillow Talk. Like there's like a medium, I think, and a dark. So this is just the classic Pillow Talk. And there you have it, my everyday, super easy makeup tutorial.